Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new feature. Join now. Hello, Repricing Central customers. Welcome to our huge announcement. I'm so happy you are here. I'm Samuel, the brand evangelist, also the host of the YouTube and podcast channels. We created this sneak peek for you so you know what's coming. Your goals, your feedback, your questions are all important to us. Right now, I want you to turn off all your other windows so that you can focus on the new updates. You could also make use of the chat and type in any questions that you have throughout the webinar. So let's get to business. I want to make sure that you could all hear me. Whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or any other platform, let me know where you're from in the chat. You could also list down any questions you have throughout the sharing, and we will do our best to answer them in this webinar or through our support team. Now it's time for the big reveal. Are you ready? Type ready if you're ready. All right, I'm seeing a lot of people type ready right now. So welcome to conditional repricing. Conditional repricing means when certain conditions, scenarios are met, we set something in motion that you have already set. It automatically detects and triggers our repricer to execute the repricing settings that you have previously set. Some companies call it workflow. Others call it automation. Some even call it trigger. We call it conditional repricing. Previously, you needed to pick either an AI rule or rule-based rule. Now, you can pick both. You can mix and match. You can also change different rules automatically by certain conditions. You can change your prices to have a better chance to win the buy box and get the sales. What's unique and different is that you get the best of both worlds. You get to switch between rules, so it's a lot more dynamic and gives you a lot more flexibility. Earlier, I taught how to check your results using reports, and then based on those results, you could adjust your AI rules and also how to compare between AI and rule-based rules. Now, I believe this is a game-changing technology because you can now do that automatically. Now, you can really set it and forget it. So why are we launching the conditional repricing now? Well, first, there's a lot of requests by our customers. They want to take advantage of both AI and algorithmic rules. Second, there's been changes to the Amazon inventory rules, especially according to long-term storage fees and products that are dead stock that don't sell. Third, there's more competition on Amazon than ever before. And fourth is higher advertising expenses and also increase of fees. So with these changes, we want to give you more weapons in your arsenal so that you can really compete and do better and get the business and get the sales and profits that you deserve. So now we're going to look at the conditional repricing rules. So when I go into the software, and I'm sharing my screen with you right now, you can find it under repricing rules. So once I click on repricing rules, you're going to see under the repricing rule type, there's going to be a new type of rule called CR. You're also going to see that in the odometer looking item, where AI and CR are together. And then once I click into the repricing rules, I can click add new rule, which will bring me to my repricing rule builder. In there, I have my AI powered rules, I have my rule-based powered rules, and then I have my conditional repricing. So under conditional repricing, we have 5 different conditional repricing. We have 3 of them designed for FBA, and these are the default ones. That's inventory age condition, sell-through rate conditions, and days of supply. And then we have 2 advanced ones for FBA advanced conditions. You can build your own, so it's very dynamic, and also for FBM advanced conditions as well. So I'm going to go over the inventory age conditions. And to give you some context, I want to talk about the 5 common inventory issues that everybody faces. First is having excess stock. Having enough stock to ship out to customers' orders quickly is a good thing. However, having too much inventory can hurt your business. Excess inventory sucks money out of your business. It's like leeches sucking the blood out of you by tying up resources and running up high storage costs. There's an opportunity cost to holding too much stock. Aside from incurring unnecessary fees, you may also be unable to respond quickly to shifts in consumer trends and demands, while aging inventory could force you to have to liquidate them for a very low profit. The second issue is having too little stock. Low stock levels can hurt your sales and brand. No one likes to order an item only to find out that it's out of stock. In that situation, they might even leave a negative feedback for you. If you have too many negative feedbacks, Amazon will deactivate your account and you would lose time selling. The third issue is stranded or dead stock. These are stock that are stranded. You paid for the products, you're paying for storage, but customers aren't buying it. Opportunity costs are any benefit you miss out on when you're choosing one option over another. In our example, having too many units of a low demand item that isn't selling versus having the resources and capital to obtain more popular products that will sell like hotcakes. The fourth issue is the potential for spoilage. Products like food items, supplements, and cosmetics, tropicals, products that have sell-by expiration dates. When you hold the inventory past those dates, the products become worthless. For these items, you need to track them to avoid spoilage, allowing you to run them at a discounted price before they expire. Fifth are high storage costs. Usually, high storage costs comes from a combination of your monthly storage costs plus long-term storage fees. For items that are incurring lots of storage fees, it's time to let them go. And it's important to sell off those items for better opportunities. Units in stock for 365 days or more have long-term storage fees charged at $6.90 per cubic foot or 15 cents per item, whichever one is more. My preferred way to avoid Amazon's long-term storage fees is to sell through them, even if that means selling the item for a slight loss in some cases. I recommend you to use our inventory age conditional repricing. This way you could help identify inventory that has been in stock for over 90 days. And for those items that you've identified, you can actually lower the price or take different actions to increase the likelihood that the product sells. I recommend going through these items every week or two to continue to aim to sell through them before 180 days. Next, I want to introduce you to the sell-through rate condition. Earlier, I showed you how to find the sell-through rate for each product in inventory planning under account health. How fast do you sell your product? We can help you improve your sell-through and your sales using a scientific approach. This will give you the guidance on which rules to use and to automatically switch to new rules for that specific sell-through rate. Your sell-through rate is the total units shipped in the past 90 days divided by the average number of units in your FBA inventory during that same period. You could choose what happens based on the sell-through rate of your items. Next, I want to introduce you to days of supply. This is the estimated number of days that your current inventory supply will last based on the projected demand for your product. Normally in Amazon, you can set an in-stock alert, which indicates if your product is low or out of stock. You could set between 1 to 30 days, all the way to more than 365 days. Now let's go into some real life scenarios and how you could use these conditional repricing rules to your advantage. Scenario number 1, products that are longer than 3 months or 90 days, which we'll consider dead stock. The question from the customer is, I would like to know if there's an option in the software where I can select only the inventory that has a certain age from the date of creation. For example, those have more than 30 days, 90 days, or 180 days, and be able to take specific actions with those. So let's go into the software and see this in action. So when I go into the software, again, I go right into the inventory age condition, and then I go to next. And here, I could actually pick depending on the number of days. So in the specific example, we're looking to get rid of items that are longer than 90 days. So right here in 90 days, I'm able to pick another rule. I can pick by rule. I can also reset my min price, or I could also set by your price as well. So if I reset by rule, I could actually choose a more aggressive rule like the AI sales maximizer or also the AI sales booster to help me boost my sales. If I choose rule plus min price, maybe after 3 months, my original ROI was 35%. And now I want to just break even so I can get at least some money back so I can reinvest into other listings. And then here I might put this at 0%. And then I can set that up. And then this will help me reset my min to break even so I could get some money back to reinvest into other more profitable items after I sell out those items. I can also choose your price. And under your price, we have the buy box price. You could, minus or plus by a certain percentage. You could also choose your min price or also your max price. And you could add a certain amount or a certain percentage as well. With OA and wholesale, you have a lot more products and you have products sitting for more than 3 months and it's becoming dead stock. So anything that goes beyond 3 months, I'm breaking even or even losing money to get some of that money back to reinvest. You should probably lower the price down to break even to sell it unless it's something on Keepa or Big Central graph that indicates that the price might come back up. For example, if it's a seasonal product like a certain type of textbook, you might make an exception. But generally, if the product still doesn't sell after 3 months, it is just a bad product, and you will need to lower your min to wherever it needs to go and move on to a new product. It's really important to prioritize your cash flow. This was just released by Amazon starting on April 15, 2022. The following inventory will be removed automatically unless you opt out. And this includes units of ASINs that haven't sold in 6 or more consecutive months and that have been in the fulfillment center for more than 180 days. So what's the solution for this? The solution is to use the conditional repricing for the FBA advanced conditions, and you can select when units sold last 90 days equals to 0, adding the other condition of inventory age greater than 180 days. And the action for resellers is you can lower your min price plus AI sales to move those products out. And if you're a private label seller, then you might move your price to the min price. This strategy will help sellers get rid of overstock items in the next 90 days before reaching the 180 days threshold. Scenario number 2 is for products that are longer than 12 months and they're starting to incur long-term storage costs. So this is another scenario that you have products that you purchased for a great discount and you sent 100 of them into Amazon 12 months ago to the Amazon FBA warehouse. But now it's been more than 12 months and you still have 50 of them. And they are starting to incur long-term storage fees on top of the monthly fees. And Amazon has asked you to clear the stock. For this example, you could easily solve this issue by setting it up in the inventory age condition. Let me show you. So when I go into the inventory age screen, I'm clicking on between 271 days and 365. And here, there's 2 solutions. If you're a reseller, then you might need to lower your min price to a lower ROI so you're able to get rid of the product. And you can also put it to a very aggressive rule, such as the AI sales maximizer, so that you can sell those products out and avoid Amazon returning those products to you, and you're able to avoid having to opt in, and you're able to get rid of those products. Remember, starting on April 15, these units will be automatically removed unless you opt out. And that's why it's good to use the inventory age condition so that you can sell out these items before the long-term storage fees kick in or before Amazon returns your products. The third scenario is you want to automatically adjust your rules and prices based on the sell-through. Customers would like to see an option to automatically increase their price when they have a high sell-through rate and calculate how fast your products are selling, looking at the averages of the available FBA stock in the past 90 days. If there's a low sell-through rate, lower than 2, then you could either put it on a more aggressive rule or change the pricing. So let me show you in the software. So when we come back into the software, and I'm sharing my screen with you right now, I would go into the sell-through rate conditions. And then I click on next here. And here you're going to see all of these presets. You can see that if it's between 1 to 2, or if it's 1, then it puts you on a more aggressive AI rule, such as the AI sales maximizer or the AI sales booster. Now, if it's over a 5, then it puts you on more of a profit-driven AI rule, such as the profit booster or the AI profit maximizer. So it's really simple to automatically set this up. The fourth scenario is if you want to automatically adjust rules and prices based on the days of supply. So if it's just a small number of days of supply for the products, we can actually increase the price or change to a less aggressive rule. So giving you a specific example. For example, if I have a pair of Nike shoes that I've been selling, and originally I sell usually 20 pairs per month, but after just 15 days, I've already sold 17 of them, and I have very few pairs left. With only 3 pairs left, we can help you set the price to the max. Now, even before that happens, we could increase the price to slow down your sales to avoid being out of stock. So let me show you how I did that in the software. So when I'm back in the software, I'm clicking on sharing my screen, and I go into the days of supply conditions. And upon clicking on that, I can go to next. And here I can see that, when my days of supply, it's only between 1 and 30 days, I can select the AI profit maximizer, which will help me maximize the remaining revenue while I find replenishment for that popular listing. Scenario number 5, the sales have decreased by 50% in the last 30 days. And the other scenario is when the price based on volume of sales within a particular period of time. So let's say you start seeing a drop in the last 30 days on your sales, and it's decreased by 50% for a specific item. This could be a seasonal item, such as a Christmas ornament, or it could be an item which you thought you got for clearance, but now there's a lot more offers and competitors joining. Less people are searching and buying this product. What can you do in this scenario? Well, for this scenario, it's very simple. Again, let's go back into the software here. I'm going to share my screen. And here, I just have to go into adding a new conditional repricing, and I select the FBA advanced conditions. And in the advanced conditions, I can select, by different days. I can select by the units sold in the last 30 days. And I can also put the sales, for that unit of a certain discount amount. So if in the last 30 days, my sales have gone down by 50%, then I can set it to do a specific action. I can set a specific rule. I can set a specific to lower my min price, maybe to get more of that sales. The second scenario, and this is requested by you, is you'll like to have the option to price an item based on the volume of sales within a particular period of time. For example, if you have more than a certain amount of sales over a 2-day period, the rule will increase the price by 5%. So let me show you how you can do that. So back into my conditional repricing, if the sales has been greater than a certain amount, I just have to select right here, sales in the last 7 days. And then here I have to save this. And then once I'm here, then I can actually select by your price, and I could actually set my price to my max price or minus a certain percentage or certain amount. So then I'm able to change my price right there. I can also change it to a more profit-driven rule so I could get the maximum amount of profits before I replenish that item. So let's compare the difference between what we currently have and our next update, which includes a conditional repricing. So currently, you need to change the rules by yourself. You can pick AI rules or rule-based rules. Now, you can automatically switch between the different rules depending on the scenarios, and you can have advanced automation. Before, it might take you more time because you need to check which products, which inventory is not selling well, if sell-through rate are very low for the ways that I've shown you. But now you can save time because it automatically pulls that data, and you're able to save all those hours of doing that. And you can focus on more high-value work, such as sourcing, such as hiring VAs, such as communicating with your wholesales, and even spend more time with your family and your loved ones. Third, you're going to have a lot more turnover using the conditional repricing because based on different scenarios, you would be able to get the buy box more often. It'll switch between the rules so you can get the buy box more, and you can also sell out the products that are dead stock. So you're also going to have less dead stock. And of course, it's a lot more flexible and a lot more dynamic than ever before. You can easily modify depending on the circumstances. We have some other features that we've updated. We have also updated your favorite filters by adding the default filters into listing health. So now you can find the most important filters right under listing health is right there, is right available. And I tell you about which filter to use, how to use it in some of my videos on YouTube. So you can check that out. And it's now much, much easier to find than ever before. The other update we did is now in the reports, you can search by ASIN. You could also search by SKU. You could also search by title. So it's much faster than ever before. Over a certain time period, you can see what was your best results. If you're interested in sharing your success using BQool with other sellers, type happy to share. We may be able to provide you with some exclusive benefits and also some gift cards and also promote your products on our channel. I believe everyone has a story to share. Your story matters. Your success matters. The reason you started selling on Amazon matters. The community can learn from you. So type happy to share. We're currently offering 2 additional months if you subscribe to our annual plan for a limited time only, so you get more for your investment. This is the best value repricer on the market, including algorithmic rules, AI repricing, and now conditional repricing with advanced automations and auto switching rules. Save time with auto min price, set better prices with our all-inclusive competitor analysis profit calculator that we offer you for free. We also offer you free onboarding webinars as well as live chat. For the $100 annual plan customers, they will be eligible to become a BQool Rewards Program member for early sneak peeks, exclusive giveaways, automatic discounts up to 20%, and personalized account health checks. So sign up now in our annual plan and use the promotion below. This promotion runs only until April 8th. After that, the price will go back to the regular price with no free 2 months. We invite all of you to set your reminder for our official launch on April 13th. We're going to be covering so many more real-life scenarios that we didn't cover today. We'll offer you step-by-step guide to using your conditional repricing and do a deep dive into how you will get all the benefits. We also have a lineup of other updates we'll share with you. We have the greatest roadmap of any repricing software in the industry. We really appreciate your business and taking time out of your busy evening. You are an action taker and have invested time in one of your business tools to propel you towards your goal. It's time to turbocharge your business. I look forward to seeing you in the next webinar. If you haven't subscribed to our channels, make sure to subscribe now so that you won't miss out on any of the latest updates. We're BQool. We keep innovating to help you stay cool with your Amazon business. I'll see you on April 13th. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Q&A session right now, and I'm seeing so many different questions on all of our different platforms, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter. And it's so exciting to see all of the high interest in the conditional repricing. So we have a team right here, and we're going to filter, we're going to curate, go through all the questions and see which one keeps coming up over and over again. And I'm going to be answering those questions with the time that we have. So I'm going to just go right through right now. Let's look at the questions here. Ask your questions. Put it in the chat. Yeah, I want to see your questions. Okay, so let's go through here. All right. So, okay, I see a lot of questions about pricing. Okay, that's an important one. Should I talk? Okay, I could tell you a little bit about the pricing. Okay, so the question I see here that was asked is, what will your pricing be? What will your pricing be? Okay, that's a legitimate question. And I can't go into the very nitty-gritty details, but I can tell you, you can join the launch event to find out. But I will say this. For the current AI repricing customers, if that's you, congratulations, it's your lucky day. It's going to be grandfathered into your plan. So it will be free for you if you're already an AI repricing customer of BQool. But after the official announcement, the price may increase for our new users. So it's very expensive for us to help you switch to different AI rules and also to set the mins automatically. And it requires a lot of investment as well in R&D resources. So the price may increase, is subject to change after our official announcement on April 13th. So right now we do have a special deal and make sure to take advantage of it. You can sign up for the annual plan during the offer period. This offer is going to go until April 8th. April 8th, that's the cutoff time. And you will get an extra 2 months of the annual plan if you're on the $100 annual subscription plan. And you will receive conditional repricing in that plan. You'll also be eligible to join our BQool rewards program. And for everyone else, listen carefully. We'll be doing a massive giveaway on April 13th during the live stream. So make sure to set your reminder, click on the link. We should put the link somewhere. We're gonna ask our team to put the link in there so that you can set your reminder on that. Okay, let's go look at some other questions that people are asking here. Okay, so I'm going through the questions here, and one of the questions I see here, it's about scheduler. It's about the scheduler. So the question is, will the repricing scheduler work with conditional repricer? And for everyone who is not familiar with the scheduler, we include it in our software for free so that you could actually schedule when you want to reprice and when you want to pause repricing. And the usage for this, for the scheduler, is you might pause during the off hours when there's less people. This is the idea. When there's less people visiting, you could try to raise your price manually by resetting the price manually. And that's like an oscillation wave strategy that I talk about in my earlier videos. So the question is, will the repricing scheduler work with conditional repricer? And the answer is yes. Yes, it can. Yes, it will. Yes, we can. So it's going to work with the AI or the rule-based rules that you set the scheduler, and it will run the same. So if you already set the schedule for rule number A, then once it switches from rule number A, it will still run the scheduler. And then if you switch to rule number B, then if rule number B has a scheduler, it would also function the same. If it doesn't, then there'll be no schedule. But yes, you can set the schedule. This is probably for a more advanced user of BQool. Good question. All right, let's take a look at some other questions as well. So here's another question. And the question here from a different customers here. And this question, I see it's appearing a lot. And this question is, how many conditions can I set? Okay, that's a great question. How many conditions can I set, right? What am I getting into? Well, here's the answer. Listen carefully. You could do hundreds. You could actually do literally hundreds of different combinations. You can mix and match and get the best worlds of both AI and also rule-based based on your preference. So if you're a very experienced seller, you know exactly what you want. You'll be able to set it up just the way you want it. But for everyone else, we will provide you with our recommendations based on the real-life scenarios that we've seen. There are 18 different conditions. There's a lot of different conditions. So you can mix and match, and that's where we get the hundreds of different combinations. And you can set as many conditional rules as you want at no extra charge. So make sure to join the live stream to find out. In the live stream on April 13th, I will go into the details. I would show you step by step how to set it up. I will show you the most important real-life scenarios that we have learned. We built this talking to a lot of different sellers, 6-figure sellers, 7-figure sellers, even 8-figure sellers. So there's definitely a lot of value that you're going to learn in the conditional repricing official launch. And I will go into more scenarios, the most important ones that you need to know. So think about this. Other repricers, sometimes they might say, we'll do consulting for you, we'll help you out, but they're teaching you this one time, and you have to continue to go back to them over and over. But I'm going to teach you, I'm not just going to give you the fish. I'm going to teach you how to fish so that you're going to be a repricing expert, and you can continue to repeat that success over and over again, over and over again. Okay, let's take a look at some other questions here. Okay, here's another question, and this is from Michael. And Michael asked, so he's probably quite experienced. Maybe he's already using the conditional repricing from another vendor perhaps. He asked, what will happen if the listing scenario fulfills several different conditions? Would there be a conflict? Okay, so that's a good question. If you have 2 different conditions, will the conflict, and let me try to break this down and let me answer this. Let me share my screen with you here. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so this is what Michael's asking. Okay, so if you get into the conditional repricing, and then let's say, and this is going to be require the FBA advanced condition. In the advanced condition, you could see this example here. For the inventory age, it's been greater than 60 days. And let's say we also have an end where the units sold in the last 7 days maybe is greater than 10. And at the same time, you've also set where the buy box wins is less than 20%. Okay. Now, what if what if they both are fulfilled? What happens? Okay, so that's a good question, and this is more of an advanced question. But I want to tell you, what I can tell you is it will depend on the order that you have set the conditional repricing in. So in this specific example, it's going to go for the first condition, which is the inventory age greater than 60 days. With this and condition, it's going to go from the chronological order. So it's very rational, it's very smart, and you can prioritize the condition that you want. So that's the beauty of this. Okay, we have time for one more question, and then we're gonna answer some other questions within the chat, but we're gonna do one more question here. Okay, so the last question here, this is a good question. The last question is, this is a legit question. When can I start using the conditional repricing? When can I use it, right? Well, listen carefully. You'll be able to use it in April. And as soon, it could even be as soon as mid-April, but we're going to see the reaction. We're going to see how interested you are. And to find out, join us for the live stream. There's going to be a massive giveaway during the BQool official launch. And, we're doing the live stream on April 13th. So set your reminder, click on the link, set your reminder, because April 13th, that's when we're going to be doing the official announcement. So what does that tell you, right? So definitely join us for the official announcement on April 13th. So again, I want to invite all of you to join the April 13th launch event. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring all the Amazon sellers that's going to benefit by investing in the repricer. They're going to get so much more in their business. And also make sure to take advantage of this limited offer where we offer you the annual plan, the $100 annual plan with an extra 2 free months. Okay, that's on top of the 10% you already get from using the 1 year of annual plan. And you can enjoy the conditional repricing. It'll be grandfathered in your plan, so you will have it included for free. And the price, again, may increase after April 8th. That's when we end this promotion. And you'll also be eligible to join the BQool Rewards program. So you get early sneak peek, you get exclusive offers. You'll also be able to give us your features, and you get automatic rotation of discounts. So you get up to 20% of discounts. Now, if we didn't answer all your questions today, I want you to stay online just for a few more minutes. and our support will answer your question today. We have one of the best support team in the industry because we have live chat. Our live chat is from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time. Very few other repricers have live chat. You could also reach us during, you could also send us email at support@BQool.com. So you can reach us during the live chat. You can also email us with specific question. And some of the questions that I see here in the chat, they're very specific to you, very specific. So you need to give us your account so we can go in and we can check it out for you and we can get back to you with a very personalized response. We have one of the greatest support team in the industry. So I want to thank you for your time today. We're BQool. We keep innovating to help you stay cool with your Amazon business. And I'll see you on the live stream on April 13th. Set your reminder. We're going to see you. Great things are happening. And I wish you the best for the next year. So I'll see you soon.